Every day, we hear about inspiring grass-to-grace stories in football, players who rose from humble beginnings to global superstardom. But today, we're flipping the script. We're talking about grace-to-grace stories, players who were already living the high life before they even kicked a football. These are athletes born into wealth, proving that for some, football was just a passion and not a necessity. Stick around to see which player tops the list. You won't believe how wealthy some of these stars were before they laced up their boots. Number 10, Gerard Piqué. We kick off the list with Gerard Piqué. Born in Barcelona, Piqué had a privileged upbringing that set him apart. His father is a successful businessman and lawyer, while his mother was a director at a spinal injury hospital. To top it off, Piqué's grandfather, Amador Bernabeu, was the vice president of FC Barcelona. Growing up with such influential connections, Piqué would have been more than fine without football. But, thankfully for Barca fans, he chose the beautiful game and became a defensive legend. Number 9, Robin van Persie. Next, we head to the Netherlands to talk about Robin van Persie. The Dutchman didn't grow up dreaming of escaping poverty. Instead, he was immersed in art and culture. His father was a sculptor, and his mother was a painter and jewelry designer. Van Persie didn't pick up football out of desperation, but out of pure passion. He started playing at age 5, and while his family might have envisioned a career in the arts for him, he carved his own path to greatness. Number 8, Patrick Bamford. Patrick Bamford takes generational wealth to another level. The Leeds United striker is part of the Bamford family dynasty. He's related to Sir Anthony Bamford, a billionaire and owner of JCB, the world-famous construction equipment company. Bamford grew up in luxury, attended an elite private school, and was even offered a place at Harvard University, which he turned down to pursue football. If that's not a flex, we don't know what is. Oh, and he speaks 4 languages and plays multiple musical instruments. Talk about elite. Number 7, Mario Götze. Mario Götze, the man who scored the winning goal for Germany in the 2014 World Cup final, didn't need football to secure his future. His father is a respected university professor, and Götze spent part of his childhood in the United States, while his dad worked with a university in Texas. Reports even suggest that his family's wealth helped support his early footballing career, making his journey to stardom smoother than most. Number 6, Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann is another World Cup winner on this list. Born in Macon, France, Griezmann had a privileged upbringing. His father was a town councilor and the president of a local football club, ensuring that Griezmann had access to opportunities from a young age. He even spent summers vacationing in Portugal, a luxury not many young footballers can relate to. Number 5, Andrea Pirlo. Andrea Pirlo is football royalty, but his wealth goes beyond the pitch. Pirlo's father founded a successful steel company in Italy, and the midfielder still has a stake in the business. Pirlo even owns a vineyard, producing his own wine. When asked about his family's wealth, Pirlo famously said, "I never talk about money. If that's not the ultimate rich person thing to say, we don't know what is." Number 4, Gianluca Vialli. The late Gianluca Vialli was the son of a self-made Italian millionaire. He grew up in a 60-room castle, yes, a castle, in Italy. Vialli had access to a life of luxury from the start, and although he became a footballing icon, his roots in wealth were undeniable. Sadly, Vialli passed away in 2023, but his legacy in football and his incredible upbringing remain unforgettable. Number 3, Will Hughes, Crystal Palace midfielder. Will Hughes had a head start in life, attending the prestigious Repton School in England. This private institution boasts a list of notable alumni, including celebrities and politicians. Hughes grew up in privilege, and it's clear that football was a choice rather than a necessity for him. Number 2, Hugo Lloris. Tottenham's legendary goalkeeper Hugo Lloris was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. His mother was a lawyer, and his father was an investment banker in Monte Carlo. Growing up in Monaco, one of the wealthiest places in the world, Lloris enjoyed a life of luxury before becoming one of the top goalkeepers in football. Number 1, Martin Braithwaite. At the top of our list is Martin Braithwaite, and his wealth will blow your mind. Braithwaite's family has been in real estate for generations. owning hundreds of properties, including high-rises in New York and New Jersey. Reports estimate his net worth at close to $300 million, making him one of the wealthiest footballers in the world, off the pitch. Even his wife is a successful entrepreneur and media personality. Braithwaite didn't just grow up rich, he's maintained and expanded his fortune.